Good evening, and welcome to Oxford's Ashes, modern-day Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle set in the British city of Oxford. Awakening tonight is Barry of Clan Nagaraja, played by Masquerade, who is making a very special appearance this week, and if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have the game. Please rouse to awaken for the night. Acheron of Clan Smeatsy, by Larissa Raid, he's roused to end your day rest. Flip, Clan Nosferatu, by Vampnadi, known as Slippery Moss. Please rouse to end your torpor and awaken for the night. Ardala will join us at a dramatically appropriate time. Flip, please do a willpower check, difficulty 3. Withdrawal is starting to set into you, but you are able to ignore the symptoms for the time being. They're not overwhelming you, you're not feeling weak, but you are missing things. Kindred, wakened from their day rest within the shared space. Deep below the building, within the spiraling labyrinth, Slip awakens as Mr. Thruffle stands on his chest, stretches and jumps off, surprised by Slip's phone that vibrates every few seconds, notifying him of a new message. Check your phone to see a message that simply instructs you to leave a reply to it when you want the parcel picked up. You instantly reply, "You want to pick up now." Take the packed up box of explosives upstairs and head towards the front door. While you're making your way through, is there anything or anyone who wishes to interrupt you or intercept you on your route?
Shiv. Brief pause. Your mic keeps cutting in and out, so some of what you're saying is like chopped up.
I heard
but
all
I
of
figured
it.
tell you. Yeah,
but it is like
I
slowly
could-
getting worse somehow.
I updated my sound card drivers, and they've developed this habit of sometimes turning on their own voice clarity, even though I've got NVIDIA Broadcast for it. So, and it's not doing it regularly either. It's doing it sometimes.
Yeah, you're good
Thanks,
now, though.
creative.
Now you're nice and clear. Right.
A Slip is taking a box full of packed up explosives. Is there anyone that wishes to intercept him en route before he makes it to the front door?
I think Acheron does. Acheron will have been sitting in the sort of main meeting room, been sketching, puts down their sketchbook as they see Slip walk past and, get up and, well, what's all this?
Goods.
Is this the explosives?
Yes.
Where's it going?
The
Where are you
clan.
taking this?
Trading it to the clan for medical equipment for the blood lab so that we can,
Right.
get more work done.
We feel that's safe. We feel comfortable with that decision.
Yeah, it's the clan. The Nosferatu are going to bomb a Nosferatu haven. Yeah. That would be
All right. You know what? I will not argue with you on that. Seeing as the fire marshals made their way to the house last night, so yeah. Get the bombs out of here.
That's the plan.
Acheron's like looking at the bombs, like with both curiosity, but also a little panic, like a little bit like these motherfuckers really try to blow us up. So
I think Barry would be in the
kitchen. Hear kitchen sounds in the background. Right. Okay. Well, I'll leave you to it then. When you're done.
They're disarmed. You can stand them with me if you want. They're not going to blow up. They're not TNT. They're modern explosives. Baby doesn't have a hair trigger on it. I wouldn't shoot them. but they're not gonna blow up while I'm standing here.
Oh, all right. Well, then, yeah, I'll go with you.
Yeah,
TNT. Was there TNT in the fucking car?
yeah, that's what so I disarmed the safe to move stuff, and then
Okay.
all the stuff that was not safe to be sold or otherwise recycled, I put that in the basement to the Baron's abode of the Anarchs.
Right.
And, that is what blew up in the distance, the mushroom cloud.
Oh.
Well, they're gonna fucking start attacking us during the day. I'm gonna bomb them in the middle of the night. Fuck them. Tired of this
No, and
shit.
I agree. You are 100% correct in your thinking.
Plague out here, rotting
My
everyone's
thing-
asshole out. Second Inquisition is sniffing about. Got more shit to worry
Mm-mm.
about than who bosses
Right.
who around for why.
Right, and I don't disagree at all. You've made very wise choices. I am just taking into account the fact that the Baron is a Smeaty and likely survived.
Oh, sure. But, let's still fuck that guy. Even if he survived, I
No.
disrespected him grievously.
Yes. Right. And that will win us points because, we blew him up.
Yeah.
It will allow
Half
us
of
to,
Kindred
move
stuff is
freely.
misdirection. The other half is just being fucking petty. I can do both.
There's a reason I like you.
Thank you. I like you so.
You seem chipper as ever. I mean, really, I am so happy to see you.
Oh,
Because
yeah, I'd rather be.
You were very down the bumps before.
Yes, of course. I was terminally ill for a while, and then it turned out I'm just having a good time. The mood's a bit different.
Yeah, I guess you could call it that.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm starting to feel it, but just lock me up for a night or two, and I'll be right as rain, potentially.
Well, one of the things that can help, right, is if we just bundle you up. It helps with the shakes. You won't hurt yourself. You're gonna
Shakes.
get. Well, I guess it's a little different, isn't it? Because you're not. I mean, we're undead, so you won't get the sweats, which is usually the worst part of it is the cold sweats and the vomiting, which you won't get.
Ew.
But the shakes,
Ew.
though,
Imagine.
might be an issue.
Imagine me with the spreads, the sweats.
Ugh.
Looks like someone dropped a strawberry scone. Shit everywhere.
Strawberry scone.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Raspberry
what?
filling oozing out.
Wow, that's a picture.
That's the worst
Well,
strawberry
possibly.
scone that's ever existed if it's got a raspberry filling.
Mm.
It's it's really the bees I'd be concerned about in these coming days. They might get a little agitated.
Oh, well. Here's the thing. They're all high too.
Oh, wow. Oh,
Oh yeah, they drink my blood. They're ghouls. That's why they listen to me and are ready to die at a moment's notice. I don't have to talk to them. I just say, go fucking kill yourself. And they're like, you got it, big bee. And I just leave. So, I've never seen a bunch of wasps to go through withdrawal, but, if they all die off, there's a queen and the actively laying it. Yeah, we'll sort it out.
Oh, all right. Well, just imagery, lots of imagery. Acheron said they're like, okay, amazing. He is full of both
wasp.
active hornets and fucking
And a
eggs.
rave.
Wonderful.
Just a rave. Oh yeah, they're reproducing in there. I don't know if you can see them, but,
No, if you wouldn't mind, one day I'd like to observe them. If it wouldn't
Sure.
make you uncomfortable.
I don't give a shit.
Okay.
I'm living now.
Yes. Oh, this is fabulous to see. Truly,
Yes, and I'm quite
enjoyed it.
inspired.
Mm,
I've started making things again because that's what I like to do.
making
And I haven't
things.
felt inspired. Well, yes, that is what a slip is. It's not a joke about me slipping away. A slip is that little clay ball that you turn into various things during pottery. A slip can become many different things.
Oh,
And I used to make things.
fascinating.
Yes. And I used to make tools and contraptions for the coterie assassin with my last group. And so I've made Oddala something very cheeky.
Oh, may I see it before you give it over to her?
I don't think she'd like that.
Oh. There's a moment where Acheron just raises a brow, like, yeah?
I don't know.
That's okay. So, your girlfriend is gonna be
Yeah.
totally cool with that as well, yeah?
Me making tools for assassins? Yeah, I'm like Q, yeah.
No, well, that's not what I meant, but that's fine. Look, so fantastic. Since you're making things again, mayhaps we can make some things together. Because I like to make things too.
Oh. Yeah, you want to graft a machine gun onto Persephone or something?
I mean, I could always do that, like, already. But, no, just maybe perhaps I have some tools, some things you can use to add different effects to things that you make. Sort of similar to some of the traps that we have set here.
Maybe. We could try. I would make new stuff, but I mean, here's the thing. Specialize in weapons, right? So let's go over everybody. Barry bites people. Hatfield punches people. You punches people.
True.
There's no one for me to make shit for except Ardala.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. But yeah, we could try to collaborate. I don't know what we're able to do.
Because here's the thing. I still have the notes that we got from your former doctor. So maybe, right, between the investment that can be made into our laboratory, your crafting abilities, and my art, perhaps we can make something that could affect those like us.
You want us to start cooking the kindred method I'm on? Dealing it to the anarchs?
Well, I mean...
That's a little MK Ultra of you. I like it.
The flashbacks of Acheron literally growing up as a human in an insane asylum is just playing as MK Ultra. It's mentioned, just like, yeah, maybe I am a little MK Ultra. But yes, but yes, no, I think that's a fabulous idea. I think we can do well.
Maybe
There's many ways to win a war.
Well, I'm not skilled at cooking meth. I don't think we've got anyone on staff who could do it.
No. But here,
Hatfield might be able to cook meth. I haven't asked.
Oh, maybe.
They seem like the type, right?
Right. No, absolutely. We're on the same thought there.
Barry will come around the corner with, like, a ladle and a pot. He's like, did someone say cooking?
Yes, we're considering cooking meth. Or, the shit that Slip was on.
Yeah, you cook meth, Barry?
I mean, brand. I can cook. I've never tried to cook meth. Doesn't meth explode when you cook it?
Right, so this would not be meth exactly. It would be just, drugs that affect vampires. And we would use it on the anarchs. Keep them off our fucking doorstep,
Or on our doorstep,
Weaken them is really the goal.
How do you cook it? Is it like baking? Is it like doing a sauce reduction?
Well, all cooking is chemistry, right? Even what you do is just chemical reactions. This, however, is slightly more scientific, and I don't know.
I'm thinking it's more in the area of like pressure cooking, and like a smoker. You just kind of combine the two processes. But
hickory smoked meth.
Right, exactly. Give it some flavor. But here's my idea. Yeah. So we find a way to create the thing, the actual substance, since we have the doctor's notes. So we know we can gather. I also have some of the pills left that he was mixing. Oh, yes, because he was mixing your blood with, oh my goodness, Est, you're going to have to remind me. What were they called? SRIs? The kind of... Yeah, that's the kind of pills that he was sort of binding your blood with. But yes, so I still have that, and blood. Well, I can get blood. That's not an issue, right? And then perhaps what you could do, Slip, is create a delivery system of sorts.
You literally work for the circulatory system, don't you?
Yes, but it's for us. It's circular system for us, not so much others. You know what I mean? Yes, it's. But when I mean deliveries, like something that maybe we do a drive by and we just fucking like dart them in the fucking neck with it. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
Mosquitoes.
Yes. Drones. We could do drones. You know, like there are options here.
Let's put a pin in the meth idea. I think it's a bit convoluted, but we could make it work. I think eventually.
Well, at the very least, if we can't do the drug itself, right? The idea still of finding a way to weaken the anarchs, sort of in the same realm, right? There's something that could weaken them, and then but could be delivered via range weapon that you could make.
I mean, I can just keep making bombs and just keep finding the new hideout. You know.
There's that too, I guess. I guess it's a lot simpler.
I could just be a huge piece of shit about it.
Yeah, you could be super panty.
What you did the other night was really impressive.
Oh, thank you. I was equal parts scared shitless and like reinvigorated, right? Like I'm not dying, I'm not perishing, and for some reason my brain chemistry was like, that's the perfect time to risk your life, and I did it, and it worked out.
You were just feeling, you know, adrenaline. That's all.
Our equivalent of it.
Yes. Well, you know, I've got to do a few more experiments about it, but I imagine we do have something happening to our brains chemically to experience the things we experience, right?
I always
not
figured
quite
it was
emotionless.
I always figured it was kind of just the background leftover residual chemistry of whoever we've eaten.
That's an interesting thought. It's just, you know, because sometimes, I don't know if you guys hear it, but the thing, the beast, the monster inside.
Oh, sure, that guy who makes all of us a prick sometimes.
Right.
Hate that guy.
Yeah, he's the worst, isn't he? But
he gets me punched a lot, typically by Violet.
That's true. She did try to take your fucking ribs out that one time. But I do think that it sort of operates in the same way. It's extreme. It's emotions on extreme, isn't it? Fear, rage, paranoia, all that.
Yeah, it comes with the curse, I guess.
Yes. So something's happening up here chemically, right? That's why some of us can do things. Well, true. God, magic is a thing, isn't it? Well,
I mean, I
die more experience
frequently, so I guess. But have to.
Yeah, I think more experiments will help me sort of uncover that.
Sure. Barry, what you cooking?
Smells delicious.
A stew.
Oh,
but
stew's your favorite.
Yeah, it's easy to cook, but I mean, my family's got some killer smoking recipes. If you guys want to invest in like a nice wood smoker, we could definitely smoke some pork.
Maybe.
I love it. Ooh, what if we get a body, smoke it, and then you can cook in a stew?
Yeah,
what? We're home. We're not out and about. I can talk about these things here, can't I? What's the problem? Why are you being so judgmental?
I don't want to feed the Watchmen people. And they may not eat it.
They do.
At which point, it's just Barry cooking a big stew pot for himself. And it's gonna go bad,
you're right.
right?
You know what? Yeah, you're right. Okay, that was
maybe
me. I forgot.
Maybe what we
do.
What
about the guest?
You can feed them whenever you want. So what I'm thinking is, right? It's like when you make pasta, right? But not everyone in the family likes mushrooms. You make them off to the side, and people can add it if they want. So maybe like a bucket of stew. I am assuming that is the man's name, and then for everyone else, the big pot. They may add stew to the pot if they like, when they take their portion.
You know, that is a fabulous idea. That's what we should do. Let's plan a fucking party. You know, just relax, eat some food, hang out, because shit's been fucking crazy. We've not had a moment to relax.
Yeah, Slip. I can make you some rodent puree.
Ratatouille!
Yeah, Slip. How would you like some ratatouille? Plenty of salt.
Delicious.
I'll keep it juicy.
As long as up until they enter the pot, they are dressed, that is fine.
That is such a strange, and truly no judgment from me, but what's that about? Why they got to be clothed?
I don't know.
Oh, all right. Just a weird thing you
Why
got
does
going
Atala
on.
like old people, right? Why does Hatfield like the boss? It's just whatever spices kind of keeps you fresh and interested.
I think about it constantly.
You would not believe my budget for doll clothing. Sometimes I buy the dolls and just throw them away and keep the little pants, you know? Malibu Derby, little bikini, you know?
That's wildly disturbing. I appreciate it, though. It's just, you know, the idea of you sort of crouched up in your fucking labyrinth, removing doll clothing to put on your rats before you eat them. It's just that's a horror movie, you know what I mean?
The older you get, the weirder you get, and I'd rather start dressing up larger animals than whatever the fuck Pandora's up to.
No, okay, can we talk about it? Right? Like, as we're just hanging out here, can we talk about Pandora's fucking wilding, right? Like, we can all agree that that's crazy, what she's doing.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because she sort of single-handedly made it very difficult for Malkavians, who would be super useful right now to have, to stick around. It's fine.
Happens.
That's all you've got to offer. Yeah, that's it.
What do you want to do? Like, yeah, I agree. I can't do anything about it, but I agree.
Yeah. She did have good reserves, though.
Yes. Yes.
It was great. It was a good time, for real.
Yeah, I would maybe not.
Of those... Go on.
I would perhaps not want to enjoy the special reserves on a night in which we are working, but on a night we're not working. We're
right. It's just, it made a lot of that psychosis, because that's really the only way I can label the things we went through recently. Made that a lot more bearable. Ghost children, give me a moment.
Oh, sure, happens.
It's at that point that there is the sound of a car horn honking outside the haven.
Waddle, 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 waddle.
Acheron just like, what the fuck is that?
I'll be right back, guys.
Slip heads straight to the front door. Having already informed the guards of delivery, they have allowed a car to park on the courtyard. Slip approaches. The car's window winds down, revealing the driver, whose face is obscured behind a face mask and baseball cap. From under the mask, the hiss of the driver's voice ekes out. Got the goods in that box, right?
Yes.
Okay, put them in the back seat.
Just for you.
Gently.
All right.
I want to get the deposit back on this rental. Can't exactly do that if me and the car have been spread out across the entire neighborhood.
Right. Acheron, could you get the door for me back here? I don't want to...
Acheron is like, oh yeah.
Barry's got his hands full. I've got my hands full. Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, I help.
And I'll lean across, and I'm actually going to buckle in the box as well. Like, baby on board.
Safety first.
Yes, sir. And, yes. Appreciate that. The additional finances have already been spent, so I appreciate it.
Wonderful. We already have a buyer. It'll go through a few hands, be in the hands of them by the end of the night, if not sooner.
All right. You need anything else from me?
No. You need anything from me?
Nope. And I shut the door very gently in the back.
Have a good
10
night.
and 10 and 2. And I'll just back away from the car.
And as the car drives away, Slip, your phone rings.
Busy man.
Hello?
Ah, Cousin Slip! It's Snitch.
Oh, Snitch, how are you?
Aha, I'm very well. How are you? How do you do?
I'm quite well, thank you.
Wonderful.
Are you
wonderful.
good?
As per your inquiry from the night just past into location of that rather watered-down fellow, I have an exact location for you. Head to Ifley. It's in the south of the city. As I warned you before, it's not friendly to fellows of your well-disciplined disposition. But keep your heads down and you should be just fine. I'll send the exact address in an SMS text-based message, but the short version is that he is currently inside a quaint little thatched cottage just off Church Way. Nice and quiet. You should be fine to go in there, give him the old 1-2, don't you know? But you must make haste, for I believe he intends to leave this night. Waste no time. Toodle pip and cheerio!
Verily. Hang up and turn to the others.
Acheron is just like bent over and cackling because like I'm sure that I could hear at least the goodbye. And it's like, what?
Verily, cousin.
Wow.
Farewell.
Tally-ho!
Snap
Chucks
the
away and all
phone
that.
shut and put it back in his pocket. Well, guys, Barry, I hope you're hungry, buddy, because we know where Brink is. Well, actually, don't eat Brink, because we got to bring him in.
Right, bring him in, and then I feed him what I've been cooking.
Oh shit!
Right, but
I'm sure he'd
also-
hate that. Absolutely.
But also, he doesn't need his hands, so you can have a snack.
Here's the
No.
thing. So he's a thin blood, and some of those would take being disarmed quite
Right.
well. Others will just fucking die.
That's
And
right,
we
you're
do
right.
need
I
him
forget.
alive to present. Now, Barry can feed
Yes.
him. That's fine.
Good.
I'm okay with that.
Right.
And we need to either like snip his Achilles tendons, or if
Oh.
Acheron wants to like turn his feet into, I don't know, like hook him to the floor somehow.
I'm okay with that part as well, as long as we don't take anything off.
Yeah.
Okay, I will keep the limbs can remain, but you know, got tools I can use.
We'll just
and
root
and
him. Just root him in place.
Yeah,
that's not a problem at all.
sure.
Not
Yeah.
a problem. And
Alright.
you see like Acheron pulls out what would normally be like sort of the roll of cloth where like knives would be kept for a chef, but rather than the knives being in there, it's just like an array of torture tools that are of all kinds of different eras, and just tucks it into their bag to be used for later. Right, okay, well, are we all ready? We're good to go, right?
I will say, before you
Head out.
leave, as you were in the meeting room earlier, Acheron, you did notice that there was a letter.
Oh, then I would absolutely,
Yeah, I'm
hold
ready to
on
leave
real
right
quick
now,
and-
actually.
Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. I have to get something.
What?
And fucking run into the house and grab the letter and then come back out. And I will open it to read it.
Made a mistake. It's not actually a letter. I'm sorry. Sorry. Watching ahead.
Shiv!
It is a message to Slip on the private radio frequency,
Oh. Okay.
and you just hear, "Boss, she's hit." The man's sentence is cut off, as suddenly there is a great knock upon the entranceway to the haven that echoes through the corridors and into the meeting room.
Well, I guess we get the door then.
I believe that would be Pandora.
Okay,
I
all
know
right.
how much I know how much you love Pandora. If you'd like me or Barry to get the door, you can remain seated.
I'll get the fucking door. Like, you just
Thank
see,
you.
like, the grumpiest of grumpy versions of Acheron stomp to the door, take a deep
Slip
breath, and then
will pointedly sit at the head of the coffin table in the meeting room and await the guest to be brought.
we'll open the door.
Standing upon your threshold is Pandora. A small entourage, and most of the watchmen accompany her. As you open the door, without turning her glance away from you, she remarks to those around her, "You can all go, I am quite safe, but thank you so much for lavishing me with your attention and admiration." The watchmen reluctantly disperse, returning to their guard positions, many of them wandering backwards, wishing to stare upon Pandora as long as they can. As her entourage steps in before her and kneel in the hallway, making a gangway for her of their very bodies, Pandora glides into the hallway as you escort her towards the meeting room. Is there anything you'd like to discuss with her?
Right before, like as soon as she's in the house and her like fucking people are doing their thing, I see the guards sort of like, being hesitant and wanting to stick around. And I think just for flavor, Acheron's face sort of splits apart and morphs and looks like the picture of horror and is like, "Get back to fucking work," and then she slams the door shut. And then, face rearranges, and I'm like, "Right, Pandora. It's been quite the evening these nights. How are you?"
I'm very well, and yourself?
Well, for now. Concerned, though, given what's happened. You, I assume, got Ardala's note.
Of course. That's part of the reason I'm here.
Ardala is not currently with us, but she will be joining us later. As a, there's no need for secrets. I am aware of certain clubs, we'll say, that you are a part of. And I am of a concern that mayhaps your community might have been targets.
I'm a member of many clubs.
One that you share with the Venture Primogen.
Oh, that one. And you know of this how?
Well, I put together the pieces that he was attacked, you were attacked, and technically we were supposed to be attacked as well. Hartfield has a little guest that is taking residence in his mind.
You even know of
that,
do you?
Oh, I make it my business to know such things. Been here for quite some time, Pandora. Survival is of most importance, I'm sure you would agree.
Indeed. Is there any reason that you should be allowed to remember this, that you can think of?
Well, I think if he didn't want me to know, he would have made it quite impossible for me to know. What do you think?
It's gonna have to be charisma persuasion.
Okay. Do I have any of that? I have persuasion. Oh, no, it's not too bad. I will rouse the blood anyway, because this feels important. We were successful. Persuasion. Charisma. +2. Wow, we're gonna willpower reroll for sure, because I don't know. Okay, it's not great, but there it is. I think I will also say to Pandora, just so that intentions are understood. I am not against him. I'm not an enemy. I'm an ally, and I'd like to remain so. Hence me saying that I think you might you and those in your community might be targets.
Perhaps. It would not be the first time. We can hold our own. Thank you for your concern, though. I shall allow you to remember this. For now.
Gracious as ever. Come, the others are waiting for you. And I will hold out an arm for her to link with and lead her into the meeting room.
She's not going to hide this smile, and she'll happily link arms with you. You escort her into the meeting room, and as Pandora stands before you all, relishing the chance to speak before even a small crowd such as this, she has a wide, sincere smile upon her face, looking to each of you as she speaks. So, after the attacks last night by the Anarchs, your word reached me that you actually prevented an attack upon yourselves. Not only did you prevent it, but you also struck back directly at the Baron. Is that correct?
Yes.
And which one of you is responsible for that?
I will point to Slip.
Myself.
Big smile. Slip. I knew you had potential, lad. You must attend Elysium tonight. All of you. Dress formally. There is a special ceremony in you and your coterie's honor. I wanted to extend the invitation to you personally. You have done so well by me, and you deserve a reward.
Absolutely.
We recently acquired the location of Brink. So
I see.
we will handle that first and maybe bring a gift to this ceremony that will be occurring
Interesting.
at Elysium.
I shall await you at Elysium, but don't keep me waiting too long.
Mommy!
I went to a lot of trouble. I've told you, Slip, not to call me that in public.
I'm sorry.
I went to a
Sorry,
lot of
Mummy.
trouble
Sorry.
for this.
Mummy, sorry.
And you don't want to disappoint me, do you?
I do not.
There would be hell to pay.
You don't have to worry. We will be there.
Shiv.
Hello?
It's very clear she would like sooner rather than later.
Mm-hmm.
What would I roll to not just go and to try to deviate from what she clearly wants to bring Brink? I know there's a roll on Blood Bond 6.
Yeah, but she hasn't given you this. She hasn't given you a direct order to say, go to Elysium right now, so you're fine.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay, so we do have like a little bit of time to get that done and then go to Elysium, yeah?
Yeah.
Now,
Okay,
mind
cool.
you, Brink's location is in Anarch territory, so there is a non-zero chance that we go and get completely bogged down. There have
That
been
sounds
several
like a
times
you
we have
problem.
done Right, well, I'm more talking to them, like, we should probably go to Elysium first, because we have been in situations before where we go to the Anarch territory, fuck around, find out, and then it's almost daytime.
Right, okay. Well, I mean, I enjoy a good party, so let us get ready for the party. We will go. And then afterwards, we will take care of business.
Yes,
Time to get our fancy boots on.
that's correct.
I look to Slip for a second, and I'm like, I look at both Barry and Slip, but I'm like, I'm pretty sure Nana has at least made Barry get one suit before, and I look at Slip, and I'm like, do you want to borrow some clothes? Do you want to?
Oh no, I've got something, don't worry.
Oh! Okay, I am very excited to see whatever this is.
Certainly. Pandora, would you like to wait here in the comfort of the Haven, and we'll go with you? Or would you like us to attend separately?
I would like you to
Think you
attend
walking in-
separately.
Yes, of course, absolutely. See you soon.
She'll give you all one last smile and glide out of the meeting room in the Haven, leaving you to your own devices.
Soon as I hear that door shut, everything about Acheron's like very cordial political charisma drops, and you just see nothing but irritation and like, she knows we have fucking business to take care of, and stupid fucking it's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna go get dressed. I will be back. And Acheron will
Yes.
scuttle off to their room to
Yes, same.
make themselves look normal.
Oh, Barry, if you put the stew on the hot pot, I'll let the watchman know before we leave that dinner is served.
Oh yeah, of course. I'll just put it low to simmer and keep it warm.
All right.
We should
and,
get a slow cooker. You hear Acheron yell from the stairs.
Yeah, shit, maybe. And fucking just run off.
Yeah. Acheron does the whole, as if they were still very much human. They do like the whole taking a shower. They don't need to shave, but they do the process of shaving. They do their hair, they do the whole thing, and they come out in because she said formal, yeah?
Mhm.
That's what formal? Okay. So he's in very much like a tailored suit, but it is of like a deep blood red, with black shirt, that deep blood red tie, with a little tiny kind of pin, and on the cufflinks, that are the shape of not the Simitsi dragon, but a dragon, and yeah. Looking very fancy. Throws on some fucking cologne and, waits for the others.
Not a black tie? I don't know the reason why. I.
Blood red. A blood red tie. You're the worst.
I thought you wanted to look like a sharp-dressed man. I'm sorry.
I am sharp dressed. Yeah. So yeah, Acheron's ready for the night, waiting for the others.
Barry!
Has the Rolex on, stunning.
Formal butcher's apron?
Takes out, you're muted.
I mean, I don't know if there's such a thing as a formal butcher's apron, but he's gonna.
Ooh, you know what? You wear like an official chef's outfit, like head chef's outfit. So it's a lot more like cleaner looking for sure than the butcher's apron. Yeah. Hell yeah. And his finest butcher's knife on display, his finest one.
Yeah, Barry will get fancied up.
Hey. Oh, you clean up well, Barry.
Thanks. This is my outfit that's not stained.
I'm sure Pandora will appreciate it. But if we're lucky, some fun stuff will happen where it'll get stained anyway.
Blood free and everything.
Shame. And then I just yell, Slip! Slip! Where are you?
Slip scuttles down into his little hole, and he full on takes a shower.
Hey.
Brushes his teeth, combs his hair, and he has a very. He was in Spain for a year. There is no way he does not have a very nice Hakata sourced like black suit with like a nice deep crimson red button up under it with a black tie, like full cufflinks, like it's fit for his bony ass, because I don't believe for a minute Mirabelle would have accepted him looking like a hobo when they went to Hakata function. So this was his family appropriate. You're right. So he comes out smelling good, looking dapper as fuck, even combed his hair.
What? Okay. Yeah,
Plait
I
the
think
teeth
Acheron
hair.
has a moment. Yeah, I think Akron has a moment where they blink because they're like, "Who is this strange man who's entered the coterie? Who's this? A stranger in the coterie? My God!" you know. No, but probably out loud will be like, "Harry, I think we've been rummied again." As he looks at
What?
Smith.
Oh shit! No, it's just me, the real me.
Right, you look great.
Yes, can we take your car?
Oh, absolutely.
Slip
of
becomes
course.
smooth.
You're damn right.
Oh no! Oh no!
Thanks to Bolide
This
for the
is when
inspiration on that one.
This is when the Risferatu actually comes out. You know what I'm saying? We had Nosferatu last week. This is Risferatu. Yeah, no, and then I think, you know, Persephone would be standing outside the car, and she is wearing a she's wearing a black leather dress with a corset. Obviously the dress itself is a little bit what is the term? It's split. It has the double slits up the legs, stopping at like mid thigh, so that she has range of movement should things pop off. And she probably has like a little holster thing that she's wearing, and like a shawl to cover the holster for her guns, just in case. And she will be waiting by the car. She will open the doors for us, and then we, you know, all clamber in so she can drive us to Elysium.
Before they get in the car, Slip will actually take his smartphone out and offer it to Persephone.
You take a picture of me, please.
Yeah, I you know what? I'm gonna arrange Slip so he looks like a boss in the back of this fucking this car.
Make sure you use the Yassify filter, please.
Oh right, yes, of course. And I will adjust filters that are on the thing to make him look extra nice, and then I will snap the picture. And he just looks like a gangster in the back of Acheron's car, you know?
Yes,
I make him hold like a glass full of Vitae. Hold this, it'll look great. Click.
Yes, of course. Will you please forward that photograph to the contact information QT?
Oh. Okay. I will send it.
Yes, thank you so much.
Cutie? Who's that?
Who could it be?
Can I know?
Who could
Okay.
it be? It's Mirabelle, come on.
Yeah, okay. Well, I had to
Is
make
it his
sure.
fiance or his
Unclear.
girlfriend?
I don't know
Shut up.
anymore. He's out here flirting with everybody. Okay, I'm not sure. I will also send the picture to myself without him knowing, and we'll delete that I sent it, and I will hand him back the phone.
And that's fine. You're looking good right now. Yeah.
Right. I have to have something of Slips, okay? I've taken things from everyone else.
And with the Yassify filter, it's a bit
Right.
uncanny valley, right? Like
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
a
It's a little bit like
Yassify
ye,
filter?
but also a Yassify filter.
you got to Google that one, dog. It's hard to describe. It makes you look as much like a fuckboy as possible. Like just
Yep. It's like it is the make you look very much like a pretty boy.
yeah, it puts you through several filters and you come out looking horribly airbrushed. It's great.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
But
It's a
here's the thing, though,
Yassify
right? Because
filter
normally,
of Vladimir Lenin.
Sure,
Yeah,
why
listen.
not, dog?
wait, okay. So here's the thing, right? So normally these filters go over mortals, right? That look normal, right? You have to imagine this filter on Slip, who is a walking beehive. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna do him wonders. But yeah, we are on our way to Elysium.
Kindred head through the city, being careful to avoid any unwanted attention from any one or thing watching, twisting their way through the winding roads of the old city heading back into the city centre. As you drive, is there anything you wish to talk about on prom night?
Amazing. No, I think alright. So I did a thing, and I don't know if it's going to bite me in the ass later. Slip and Barry,
okay.
because I mean, it seemed alright. Yeah, because she had a great reaction to it. But I told Pandora that I kind of know about her little super secret club with Mithras, you know, and let her know that I know. And I
Why
said
would
that
you possibly do that?
Right, because because I was thinking everybody got
the-
fucking bombed. Okay, so everybody that got bombed are people that are in association with Mithras, right? And we got that little tidbit of information about the Anarch homie. I forgot his fucking name. He was a part of Violet and what's the
Lontre.
fucker's name? Lontre, thank you. Thank you, God.
Yeah.
Lontre. It was a part of their crew, yeah, and he's still wandering about. And like his thing though is that he came back to start trouble two years ago when the Ripper was around, because that's when Mithras was brought back to deal with the Ripper. And now that there's sort of, Mithras is technically back, although existing in Hatfield. My thinking was that those who were attacked, they were the ones that were involved.
Sure.
You understand? Yeah.
Yes.
And she could have erased my memory, but she didn't. And she was glad that I gave her the warning. So,
there is a fair chance that if that doesn't bite you in the ass, that will bite other people in the ass.
So, what you're telling me is whoever did the bombing knew about the cult and who was in it.
I think so. I mean, look.
But you know about it. Did you do the bombing?
No, God. No, why would I blow up myself? Doesn't make any sense.
Perfect cover.
Sorry, I'm just playing.
Sorry.
I'm just playing devil's advocate.
We weren't at the Haven when the bomb was set to be delivered. Acheron.
Right. Oh, that too, duh. But also this. Listen, just hear me out, yeah?
Yeah.
Man, so we know from Lontre he has something very much against the Camry. I mean, we saw the damage he did to the Banu Hakim and the rest while he was about. Right? Now, him and Violet have been taken out off the table.
Yeah.
They're men who not even the Scourge could nab. Because he tried it and he didn't get him, which says something, yeah? Man's escaped. I just don't think it's too far-fetched that a man who's already an Anarch would go back to the Anarch. Then suddenly the Anarch's, tactics have shifted to where they're attacking during the day, which they didn't do before. And then suddenly everyone's getting bombed, which was his MO the last time he attacked the tower.
Yeah.
So, I just gave her a fair warning because I figured
All right.
that would be important for her to know. And it wins us points with Mithras. Whenever Hatfield gets back, we can have that conversation.
We have got to get Mithras out of Hatfield for both of their sakes, frankly. Whether or not Hatfield is on board or not with the whole Mithras shtick doesn't matter. Once we get Mithras out, he can do his shit. Hatfield can go back to being the one-person demolition crew without peanut gallery. I think it just benefits everybody.
I agree. I have already spoken to Hatfield about the urgency in which he needs to move to not have Mithras in his body. But, look, Hatfield hasn't said that he specifically would like to use Mithras's power to benefit. He seems very much not wanting to follow by those rules, but at the same time, I think he sees a lot of benefit in it. And so I advised him that should he make a choice, he has to make it quickly and then inform us what that choice is.
Yeah.
So it is quite possible that if it is worth it to Hatfield, he may actually want to keep Mithras in his head.
Why?
Well, you see the bond he has with Ebony. If something happened to Ebony...
Hatfield's a brouhaha. Half the time, Hatfield's ready to punch a hole through concrete regardless.
And it's worse now that Mithras is in there. I don't think they want to be harassed very much. But if they do choose it, I mean, that's a hot take, and it's theirs to make, but...
Right.
I mean, you hate the tower, right?
I'm not exactly a fan. But
Yeah,
I
you're
will
definitely
go
not
out.
loyal to the tower, but Mithras...
I think my behavior has shown otherwise.
You're literally...
I say in false.
You are...
false offense.
No. Don't even try it with me, mister. You are literally oath sworn to a gutter goblin because you didn't want to take the blood bomb. It's just a different leash.
Okay.
There's just a layer to the leash.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. All right. You're not wrong.
Yeah. So if
But-
Mithras returns,
Right.
first people he's
Yes.
gonna fucking kick out. Oh, all the sects. They can either join Mithras and go back to being some flavor of independent, just behave, or he'll fucking kill you. It's Mithras. I mean, come on. Yeah, the Anarchs, the Sabbat, the Tower, they're all gone. They're all yeetist elitist. They're gone.
I mean, okay, right. I don't disagree. I just think we need to be very careful about how we allow this to happen. Right? We can agree on that?
Allow what?
Well, because there's no telling what happens to Hatfield if Mithras leaves his body. Like, the process of Mithras evacuating to go to a different body may be something...
Mithras does
No,
not strike me as an individual who is deceptive. With that kind of power, you just kind of say your piece, and if people don't understand, they don't understand. I don't think Mithras is trying to bamboozle Hatfield into a suicide revival. I think it's...
No, he's not. But what about his cult? Pandora, for one. Do you really think she'd have any issue making that play
killing Hatfield, the vessel of
in
Mithras?
order to get her beloved master back?
If... I don't think Pandora has any clue how to revive Mithras. And I definitely am uncertain... Well, we gotta look into it, frankly speaking.
Right.
If
There's
all signs are pointing to Hatfield dies to bring Mithras back, then it would be probably in Hatfield's best interest to explain to Mithras, please leave, go anywhere else. And if they can't,
all right,
then it comes down to us versus Cult of Mithras, and that's not great, right? So hopefully, fingers crossed,
Well, we have a thing that exists on the to-do list. But for now, we go to a party.
What's your take on Mithras, Barry?
I mean, I don't really know too much about him. He just seems like another Ventru, you know. Ventru always want to be in control, have control of everything. He's just a Ventru who's like, yo, I'm so much older than the rest of you that I need control over the Camarilla, or like the Camarilla rule is less than my rule, so if you follow me, you're okay, but if you don't follow me, then I'm in charge and shut up.
Kindred shit.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
You're not wrong.
You know, when he was ruling, right?
You dislike...
Not even the
dislike
Tremere were allowed here. Do you dislike Ventru, Barry?
You dislike Ventru, Barry? Because there's
Well, I mean, hold on. Not all of his ideas are bad. I think kicking the Tremere out's a good idea.
Yes.
I mean, they
I
are
could not
usurpers.
agree more.
Yeah.
I agree wholeheartedly.
I mean,
absolutely.
as far as I'm concerned, they are faux kindred. They are not real kindred.
No.
Exactly. Barry.
So
Exactly
when
that.
you think about it, I think we have more in common than Mithras than we don't.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
Sometimes there's gems. Sometimes there's gems that come
That's
from
what I'm
you,
saying.
Barry, and I appreciate it.
We need to ask Barry what he thinks about shit. A lot, I think.
Yeah.
Okay
yeah.
then.
God knows Barry is not gonna interrupt anybody. So fucking polite.
That's
Look
true.
at him.
That's I know, right? Well, his grandmother raised him right, so.
Well, yeah, I mean, Grandma always had a policy where if you speak out of turn, you lose your tongue.
Is that what happened to your
Amazing.
brother?
No,
Yeah.
Barry ate his brother.
I mean,
Yeah.
piece
Oh,
by
shit.
piece, but I mean that
For
happened
sure.
to him at one point.
Oh, right.
Right.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense.
Jesus Christ. Fucking Akron's like, wow. The
Yeah.
Hakata are wild.
But, I mean, maybe,
No,
glass houses,
there's a
and
few-
throwing stones and all that as far as cults go.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Listen, all I've got to say is that we're gonna figure it out and it's gonna be great. Yeah. Hopefully we won't lose anyone in the process. That's the
Gonna
most
be
important
something.
part.
Yeah.
As like the revelation of Barry's like family life and Nana's rules, I have this moment just quietly to myself where I think about Hakata as a whole, and then I start thinking about Slip's fiance, and I'm like, boy, hopefully, the way that he was panicking about how he would be punished later, I was like, oh, well, maybe there was a reason for that panic. But I have that moment to myself.
You arrive near to Elysium, making use of the nearby car park to place your vehicles away from the general public eye, and walk the small distance to the Ashmolean Museum, ascending the stone steps, and after descending into the concealed entranceway, you arrive inside of the busy Elysium. You are almost instantly greeted by the bartender standing by the stairs, offering each of you a drink in a crystal glass, with the exception of Barry, who is offered an arm. The cluster of kindred part, forming a path with Pandora at the other end. Dressed in black, a long velvet skirt that trails behind her, a leather bodice atop a satin top with sleeves that partially cover her hands, clearly dressed to impress. Standing next to her is Kulao, a very rare sight in Elysium. Pandora ushers for silence as she begins her proclamation. Kindred, we are gathered here tonight to honor my esteemed coterie. As you all know, last night we were attacked. The degenerate anarchs thought they could harm the Camarilla. A tower fortified on strength. The strong protect the weak. The anarchs are nothing more than the weak protecting the weak. Obviously, that pitiful attack was useless. They can't mimic the same attack the treacherous Xavier already used long ago. We protected ourselves against such an act being repeated. This coterie, though, without hesitation, launched their own counterattack, striking back at the Baron's very court. Tonight is but the formal announcement of the reward my coterie will receive, and from this night forward, an area within the domain of taste, the Banu Hakim domain, is now in the name of Slip of the Clan of the Hidden. The Primogen is here to ratify and congratulate my coterie. My esteemed coterie, is there anything you wish to proclaim?
I will leave that to Slip to do. But I do want to say to the ST, because there's been attacks, Persephone is going to not come into Elysium, but be by that stairs that are just outside of it to sort of aid keeping watch, just in case anyone tries to pull up and do stuff. But yeah, those proclamations, Slip's got them.
Since I've got a drink in my hand, I'll just blush of life, no consequences. Oh, I succeed. Whatever. Take a sip. The Slip will kind of stand forward. The Anarchs have been a thorn in our side for a long time. But in these more recent nights, the Inquisition is ferreting about. Further dissent, utterly foolish. Us attacking them attacking us. It all must be measured, carefully doled out. But they did. I'm sure drew plenty of attention. So, hopefully, with the counter-bombing, they'll behave. After all, they're merely standing in the courtyard of a mighty tower, screaming at the front door, pointlessly.
See Pandora at the other end. Just... Well said. And now, for the most important announcement. To celebrate this success, I'll be turning down the volume that I already turned up because it's now really pissing me off.
Happens.
To celebrate this success, we will be holding a ball, not just in my coteries' honour, but also on behalf of the Nosferatu clan itself. Invitations will be sent soon. For this night, though, celebrate. The gathered kindred give a round of applause as Pandora gives a small nod, glides back to her booth. As the applause dies down, Kalal approaches you all. Kindred, I am pleased to honour your achievements this night. The Seneschal's records will reflect your domain within our own. Although formally you are not bound to our conditions, it would be appreciated if you upheld them still, in the interest of neighbourly relations, you understand. Congratulations again.
Kulal, there are few clans in which it is an honor to cooperate. You will have no issues from us, and if something should arise, please, simply let me know.
Gracious. He'll extend his hand out to shake your own, Slip.
Shake this man's hand.
And then he will pull you in close and whisper into your ear.
All right.
Justice. If you break it, I will still hunt you down without mercy. I will put you upon a crucifix and you will kiss the sun, and the prince will praise me for it.
I expect no less.
Good man. And slowly release your hand. Give a nod to Barry and Acheron. Anything you wish to ask of me before I take my retirement? I am not fond of crowds.
Just a minor question. My influence is minor, but existent. I know your clan has been through a bit lately. If you need any assistance or anything from myself, please let me know.
Naturally. And of course, if you need any help within your own domain, I would be happy to extend that hand, perhaps in exchange for a favour, depending what you ask.
Of course.
Well then, good evening, and enjoy your celebration. I will likely see you at this ball.
See you there.
Yeah, Acheron will just nod again. Slip, do you have your earpiece in?
Yeah.
Cool. So would it be fair to say that I would have overheard. Well, okay. Just needs to clarify that. But there is a moment of, I think, like, nodding to Kowal, he leaves, but like Acheron's eyes sort of remain on him for a moment. Because I don't like it. He threatened Slip for nothing. Like, why would you do that? That's so rude. That's so rude.
Banu Hakim shit,
Kindred shit,
but
yeah.
Yeah, but also like Samitsi shit where I'm like, that's so fucking rude. Like, like, where's the hospitality? Ain't no one taught you manners,
I like the idea of a kindred manners lesson, So,
Well,
everyone sit
Samitsi
down,
get
and what do you do when you first meet a new person? You rip out his fucking jugular and feet. No, we spoke about this. No.
You threaten to do so, but you abstain.
Right.
You make sure it's within your own domain and the hunting rights are your own first.
Right. Like, we're just awarded domain and you out here making threats, bitch. But yeah, so yeah, lingers for a moment before going up to Slip and say, right.
Nice guy.
Supposed yeah, clearly. All right, well, I guess we are meant to hang out here for a little while then.
Oh, sure, we must.
There's a few kindred milling around, group of Nosferatu. The Seneschal in his dark corner.
Fairy dancing.
Yeah!
Doing the bloodline style dance.
I'll dance with Barry. What the fuck?
You gonna dance with Barry?
Sure.
Oh, God.
I just got domain. I'm not dying. I'm really on drugs.
Sorry.
Yeah.
One of you do Dex and performance with a +1 from the other.
Oh.
How many dice do you have for that?
Oh, that's a big two bear. That's a big two bear.
Well, I've got 3, so I guess I'll roll.
Well, shit. Hey, you got a drink, or you could rouse. No consequences. You know what I mean?
Also, you get a +1 from Slip. So
true. Okay. I'll rouse to see if I can add. What would that be? 3?
Everybody do the Urkel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 3 for the blood surge. Okay, so 0 performance +3 dex.
Hey.
Oh, God.
What the hell? That's 7 dice.
+1 +3, so that's gonna be 4.
That's not bad.
Is it
You want
bad?
to reroll on any of that?
I'll do some willpower rerolls so that Slip and I can do a good performance.
Hey, I'll
so that
willpower.
It's not completely embarrassing.
Can I do the willpower reroll for him? Oh, 3.
3.
I mean, that's the best you're gonna get with these two.
The 3 successes.
Bucks, you know what I'm saying?
Barry, you have been given a reroll from AC.
Hey, AC coming through.
Okay, let's see here.
It's because she's shipping again.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is. She's looking for that romantic moment.
That romantic moment as they're dancing, like your father-in-law at the wedding.
Oh, reroll. It's a chance for a crit.
Do you want to do this reroll, Slip?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh shit. Well. Somehow that's very poetic.
Yeah, it is.
Barry.
It absolutely is.
You may increase your humanity by 1.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Nice.
Acheron ain't want none of that
If you'd have
shit.
gotten just one more
Salted.
success, I would have let you both increase your humanity by 1.
I tried.
Oh. I'm
So,
sorry, Slip.
The minute that Acheron sees Slip going towards the dance floor towards Barry, Acheron's like, absolutely fucking not. And we'll zip into the darkness. Mind you, I have a very big dice pool for the performance and dex, like together. I would have been, but not. about that life. And so
Oh
I sent
yeah.
away.
I'm not even trying to not dance like a Nosferatu. It's just, it's very fucking gangly and awkward. Every now and then a bee flies out. You know, it's just one of those things.
Me being like, I do not know what Maribel sees in this man. Like, I do not see it.
It's the confidence. It's the fucking
Right,
confidence.
right. Well, and I am going to. So as I'm walking through the chat, who? So, am I correct in that I heard Pandora say that the prince was around, or is that
The
for
prince
the
is
ball?
not around.
Okay. Okay. Cool beans, because I was hoping to get a glimpse. Okay. So in that case, who do I see in terms of like important individuals here? Like, where are they? I know where Pandora is.
You see the
Where are
Ventru
the
Primogen.
others?
Of course, he has to make an appearance.
Of
The
course.
Seneschal. Shit, what's his name? Back, surrounded, bullied by the rest of the Nosferatu.
Poor guy.
And the new Toreador Primogen, who is talking with the constable.
Okay. Now this is player trying to remember, and I don't want to remember incorrectly. Was it that Elysium was hit and the Toreador space, or just Elysium
Neither.
was attempted upon? So who?
It was a Ventru Primogen's place that was hit.
That's who it was. That's who it was. Okay.
No, well, you were nearly there. You know, you knew it was a Primogen that was hit. You knew it was an important place, and it was
Yeah. I'm like,
That was very
who
well
is
remembered
it? Which
after a
one?
week. You know, yeah.
Thank you. Right, so I will go to the Ventru Primogen, and I am going to simply give a respectful nod and say, "Good evening, Primogen."
Find a sheet. There it is. Right. That one. Good evening. Akron.
Yes. I simply wanted to come over and ask how things are. I know that, unfortunately, you were one of the places hit. Is there anything that me and my coterie could do for you?
I am rebuilding already. I need a new manservant. He unfortunately did not make it. They don't make ghouls like they used to, do they?
No, they don't, unfortunately. However, should you find another that needs reinforcement, happy to oblige.
Thank you for your kind offer. I shall be able to find my own. It will take a bit of time to break it in, but that's generally one of the things I enjoy the most.
We are kindred souls in that matter.
Is that a pun? I can't stand puns.
No, it's not a pun. It's an actual. That's what that means. Not a pun, but all right. Akron has a moment of like, English hasn't changed that much. Wait a minute. It then says, right, well, I am simply here to extend an offer should you need anything done. One of your clan is within my coterie, so I know that she would desire for me to show her Primogen some respect.
Ah. Don't tell me.
Doesn't.
Nope, you're going to have to tell me. What was her name again? Belongs to Mother Superior.
Ebony.
That seems. I thought it was something to do with a bone. But yes.
A slight raise of eyebrow. I have heard Ebony's sort of Ventru introduction, sort of her like, a child of, And so I don't repeat the whole long line, but I do say like Ebony, child of, I believe it's Hardstep, right?
Eventually,
Um,
yeah.
yeah. So yes, it's quite important. We also have Roland, another venture in the coterie, new to the coterie, but of your
That's
clan as well.
right. I specifically sent him to join with your coterie.
Oh,
Hmm.
so you trust him?
I trust him as much as I would trust any other member of the Ventrue, or any other kindred for that matter.
Why? But you sent him specifically to us. Is there, I don't know, a particular talent that you were offering our coterie?
You seem to get yourselves in a lot of scrapes.
We get out of them too.
Indeed. And now you'll get out of them far easier.
I do appreciate the gift.
And of course, with Ebony's calling, I figured
Ebony's
you could,
calling us.
of course. You keep correcting Primogen. Keep doing that. I'm sure it'll work out well for you.
Mm-hmm.
I figured we should have some face in your coterie. It must be quite a loss having to deal with Ebony not always being there.
Well, apparently Mother Superior has other work that is more important than what the prince has deemed our coterie should get up to.
One cannot disagree with another's sire. That is how Mother Superior wishes to raise her child, and that is how she shall be raised.
Yes. Well, hopefully Mother Superior doesn't upset the prince with those things, you know. It would be just awful for Ebony, truly, to lose her sire.
The prince of all people understands exactly the hierarchy the Ventrue held steadfast to.
Of course. Well, thank you again for the gift of Roland. He is quite strong. And, you know, Ebony is learning quite a lot.
She is.
I think she will do her clan proud.
Of course she will. She is Ventrue.
Enjoy your evening, Primogen. And I give, respectful bow of the head.
And enjoy this celebration in your honor.
And I will scuttle off. In the back of my head, I'm like, I want to kill him. It is the rage.
You will probably just about hear him saying, "Praise the sun."
I don't know that I say anything back, but I do think there is a moment where I just ever so subtly look over the shoulder, just, you know what I mean, very in the movement of turning, so that it's almost like an acknowledgement of what he said, but not to make a fuss about it, and I keep it pushing. Are the homies still on the dance floor? Are they still fucking up the rug out there?
Slip is showing off the easy flow elbow.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay.
I was going to say that Barry's doing the Bojack, but okay.
Either way.
So they're both having their moment. Cool.
Well, Slip will split off after a point. You know?
Okay. Yes. Yeah, I think at that point, if I will join up with Slip, and I suppose eventually Barry will come to us, but I will say to Slip, interesting. Apparently Roland was sent by the Ventrue Primogen to aid us, of course.
believe he said as much.
I don't remember him saying this, but I might have not been like in the space when it got said.
Well, we were very on edge. We were expecting, the septuple army.
Oh, that's true. That's fair. Yeah. I do know. It's just news to me. It's interesting how much. Oh, and absolutely does not respect Ebony in the slightest.
Eventually, we don't respect anybody.
Why? But you think they'd have a little respect for their own clan, but apparently not.
Well,
Said that they were offering Roland as not just a way for us to get out of scrapes, but apparently also for a face, because Ebony's not doing enough.
I agree with that.
We may have to change some of that.
Sure.
And True are just as likely to eat their own as they are to prop them up.
kind of elbow the Zamitzi like, you know what I
Barry starts laughing too.
This fucking guy.
Well, I know a thing or two about that.
Right. Which is why Acheron's smile just, splits and looks a little creepy for a moment. But then says, "No, but really, we can't let them do that to the coach, So we've got to have a chat at some point."
With
As
who?
you are laughing,
Ebony. Yes.
you will notice that another kindred, you don't recognize them. They're dressed very, very smartly. Tailored suits, extremely expensive, pinstripe. And he just joins in with the laughter with you.
Oh no.
Sharp cut off.
What are we laughing about?
Immediate. Who are you? I don't recognize you.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's right. You don't. Well, you do now. I'm here. I think.
Oh, were you inviting yourself over for dinner? Because we were just laughing about our dinner.
Right.
Not yet. That comes later.
Squints. Am I getting Malkavian vibes?
Are you getting Malkavian vibes? I don't know.
It's feeling a little Malkavian in this bitch.
Right.
I will say I'm Acheron.
Yes,
Who
you are.
Right. Who are you?
No. Oh, my
What's
name.
your name? Your name.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. Oh, you mean you want to know my name now?
Yes.
Right. Nice to meet you.
All right, you two have fun with this guy. I got some shit to do tonight.
The urge to be like to do wild shit, but I am in Elysium. I'll shake his hand.
Nice to meet you. I'm William.
Why are you eating out?
Good evening, William.
Slip will
It is
begin
lovely.
floating away. Just kind of like, he's like, fuck this guy.
Oh wait, you need to hear this too. You will be especially interested in this. You were,
Oh,
and you will be,
Oh.
and you should
oh,
be.
okay. All right. Well,
I yoink Slip back.
yeah, go ahead. I'm Slip, by the way. Hello.
I know, William. I'm William, not you. You're Slip. I'm William.
Yeah. Yes, hello, Billy.
No, just William.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Mr. Hedgehog.
No, just William. It's nice to meet you, Barry. Have you told me that yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
I give the hint that no. I'm like, no.
It's sometimes, time, this soup. I don't know.
Right.
voices.
Yeah, sometimes
Christ.
it's here, sometimes it's there at the same time. Mm-hmm.
You get it. You
Yeah.
get it. You get it.
Soup, stew, chowder.
Yeah. So, what do you think?
About.
Oh man, I have all night long for this, but could we maybe speed it up?
Solidifies my grip on
I
Slip
kind of.
because
I
I'm
mean,
like, don't
didn't
you
I?
go.
I went straight to the end. What do you think? Can you help me?
I
need the
forgot.
middle.
Could we go over it again?
Yeah.
I need the middle bits.
Absent-minded kindred. Oh, you're going to really get on my tits.
Right. So about the middle bits.
So, there's a voice. Not that. Not
Yes.
Not those ones. Just one.
Right.
I've got those ones,
Yep.
but there's just this one.
Yes.
Very nasty person. Very aggressive. Told me to find you all. Said that you could help. You're trying to do a thing to put the cake back together after the cake's been thrown on the floor. At least I think it was cake. The cake could be a lie.
Could have been.
Okay.
Could have
So,
been.
the aggressive, nasty person.
Right. Mithras, right. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh! Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Proceed.
Paying extra attention now. Yep.
Yeah. Said you could help.
Yeah.
You've got a similar thing. He knows that
Yeah.
he's there. He's missing some bits. This is why he just... I'm getting there. Fuck's sake. You hear this? You hear it?
Let him cook, Mithras. Let him cook.
Just, apparently,
Yes.
I have his fucking aggression.
Oh,
Oh.
so you're part of the cake?
I'm not
The layers.
part of the cake. I'm more like the icing, or the ganache, if you will, that goes on top of it, but is completely optional with the cake,
Okay.
And
but not actually part of the cake. The cake that's across the floor. I'm using the cake, all right?
Okay. So a really quick question, William. You know, I understand it could be a lot, but Mithras, any mention on who's the cake?
Who told you about Mithras?
I just got really good intuition.
We can hear him.
Mate, really? Me too.
Right.
We have so much in common, William. This is crazy. I feel like you and me are going to
Right.
be fast friends.
Right. And so our question.
No,
is,
you don't like me much.
who's the
I
cake?
could be convinced. I could be convinced.
That's true. You could be, but you might not be. You could go several different routes. But anyway, about this cake, could you have written on it, "Happy birthday, cunts"?
Yes.
Thanks. Wait,
We'll need a list
No,
of ingredients,
sorry.
but yes.
that's not the right cake. I'm talking about the other cake. Can we start with the cake? Why did you even bring the cake up?
I'm hungry.
Well, you'll
So
get your just
anyway.
desserts later.
Yellow cake?
All right. All right. So, Mithras requires something for us to help you with something. With the
Well,
aggression
it's-
or something else?
Kind of. I just have Mithras's aggression inside of me. And he
Nice.
said there's a way to have it pulled out of me and put in another vessel. I don't know where we're going to
Cool.
get a ship big enough, let alone one that's going to go on the Thames. But
Okay. But you know what? I'm really good with my hands. I'm sure I could figure it out.
I'm sorry, I'm kindred. I'm not interested in that sort of relationship with you.
William.
That's not at all what I was suggesting. Look whose mind's in the
William.
gutter.
That is great news. I look forward to helping extract that aggression from you.
Right. Right.
We're
that
friends. We have another friend who can also here.
Yes!
So we could ask them how to help you, and then
Yes,
we could reconnoiter with you.
The haberdasher's field. The meadow of
correct.
haberdashery.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
So where can we find you when we are ready to extract?
I'm not sure you do. I go to the meadow, and then.
Oh,
But the meadow needs to know about me, and then several different things happen. But basically,
William.
you needed to know. Yeah, William.
Yeah, William. I will update the haberdasher so that they know to expect you, and you have a standing invitation to come when Mithras lets you know is the time to dance through the meadow of haberdashers.
Wonderful. I could tiptoe through the tulips.
Yes, you could. I look forward to it.
Lovely.
I'll clap him on the shoulder.
Can't
See you
make
then,
a cake
William.
without breaking some eggs.
Correct.
I don't like that. Acheron hears that and
Yeah.
And
yeah,
looks at
buddy.
him and say-
Yeah.
William,
William.
don't know if it's yes, hello. And I will take his hand and move it. I don't know how well this is going to go, but we will do our absolute best to remove that aggression from you.
One
Brilliant.
way or another.
Okay.
Par for the course, William. Farewell. And I'll just start walking off.
And yeah, if you just wander off, he'll just be like, look like he's talking to himself.
Fantastic. Great.
He'll start
Jesus
wandering
fucking
away.
Christ. So, can't break a few eggs, apparently. Breaking eggs, Slip.
Yep.
To make
Making
it-
omelets.
Yeah,
Making
yeah.
omelets. Yeah. Well,
Interesting that he's got the aggression. What does
I mean,
Hatfield have?
fuck if I know. Slip is moving towards the Ventru Primogen.
Yeah, before we get there, I whisper very quickly to Slip. What did he say? Was it praise the sun, something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, and so I'm like, yeah. So apparently, he fucking said praise the sun,
Yeah.
cult shit.
Yeah. I'd like to speak with him alone, please. If that is all right.
There's a brief moment where Acheron has the face of no, it's not fucking all right, but then just like relaxes and we'll wander off and probably take Barry with him, bring him over somewhere.
Barry's a hell of a dancer. Try to keep up.
Absolutely not.
Fuck knows I could not. The man danced circles around me. It was intense. You have to experience it.
Fine. I'll. What's the role to do the dance with Barry? What's the role?
Dex performance with a +1.
All right. Dex performance with a +1. Okay, I'm gonna rouse. We will gain a hunger, but that's fine.
Welcome to the Barry Bean experience. As you enter the dance floor,
Rock movement number 1.
So it is a 3 in total. I will willpower about it because we want it to look nice. It's a 5.
Brilliant. You will be able to lead the dance, taking Barry's hand and hip and performing an actual waltz.
Yes.
You glide along the dance floor so elegantly, the entire crowd actually gives a small clap. And you may have 2 humanity.
I guess I'll take one.
Okay.
The other can go to Barry.
Can I have the
Or
other?
Slip can have it. Whoever
Give
wants
it to
it.
Slip. Give it to Slip.
Hey, we're not, we're not passing this around like a fucking doobie, alright? Acheron only wants 1 humanity, then Acheron will only get 1 humanity, the other disappears into the ether. You already
Alright,
danced
that's
at this
fine. Maybe
club,
I'll do
Barry. You can't get another humanity.
Slip's watching
That's
this, and
fair.
he's like, just nodding his head, like, "Yeah, we're gonna freshen that soul up eventually. You're gonna get help one way or another, motherfucker. Yeah."
The way Akron is like doing this waltz and has that like the countenance of somebody who like was taught by a Samiti how to do a waltz. You know what I'm saying? And so there's very much like elegance and all of that, but there is just this briefest moment as we turn where if Slip is looking, he sees Akron staring Slip in the eye with rage. Like, how dare you put me in this position?
Grandma Bean's voice in Barry's head, just like, ask for a dip, Barry. Ask for a dip. They know how to dance, Barry.
Can I have a dip?
Yeah, all right. And we'll do the spin and dip. Bring it back up. Oh, all right.
They dipped you, Barry. They dipped you.
Shut the fuck up, Slip. Back into the earpiece. You piece of shit. Shut your mouth.
Bean boys are a hell of a drug. And I'll take the earpiece out as I head over to the promotion. Turn it off.
Cursing. There's cursing as soon as I see the earpiece being pulled out.
And Slip, you are able to navigate your way through the crowd, past the Nosferatu and back, and you find Valerian. Valerian, which I think is the name of a movie in retrospect now. The Venture Primitive.
As a member of the cult himself in secret, with 3 status within the cult.
Mm-hmm.
Lord Valerian, may I trouble you for a moment?
Praise the sun.
Praise the sun.
Slide over beside him.
Are you familiar with a kindred named William?
Not of my clan, no.
No, they are clan of the moon, I believe.
Interesting. There's a long outstanding bounty on all clans of the moon.
Well, we may want to stay the hand with this one, as they are part of the equation. Bringing him back, I believe. If what he says is to be believed, which, when it comes to the clan of the moon...
The clan of the moon don't tend to lie.
Right. According to him, Hatfield, Clan Bruhar must be notified of William's existence, and then at which point William will present themselves to Hatfield, and things will carry out the way perhaps he intends. But this peace has shown itself, and we should be mindful that nothing terrible happens to that peace.
Play along. And he'll get a little bit louder, and he'll start slapping you on the shoulder, and through a boisterous laugh, just like, make it happen. Make it happen. This is excellent. Make it happen.
It would be my pleasure to do so. Immediately.
Good. Run along.
Scuttle off towards the Nosferatu now.
Going towards the NOS table then?
Yes.
Yep, and as usual, Back is placed at the head of the table, but he's just sat there squirming. He's looking at Mossart on one side, he's looking at Beathaven on the other, and he's like, yep, okay, yep.
Boys,
Slip.
and just clap him on both shoulders.
Hey, Slip. Yeah,
all right?
right. You want to sit with us, right? Yep.
Please.
Would you like my seat? Oh, sorry.
I would like your seat very much.
Okay. Is that okay? Can I, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, I'll sit over here then. Go for a
Okay.
scuttle.
Okay.
How we doing, boys?
He's looking to Mossart and Beethoven. They're just like, we're great.
Fantastic.
All
The plan
thumbs
is
up
to be honored
if you have
soon.
them. What?
The clan is to be honored soon. It's about time, if you ask me.
Yes. Do I have to go? I have to go to that too. I hope they don't want a
Yeah.
speech. I don't do speeches. I do speeches. I will look forward immensely to delivering a speech of the highest quality and order.
Would you like me to do it for you? And I'm not looking
yes,
at him while I
please.
ask. I'm looking at fucking his two handlers.
He's practically got bloody tears in his eyes, like, yes, please, oh yes. And they'll scowl at you for a bit. And they'll lean into each other and they'll whisper in, some coded language that you haven't been privy to. It's just between the two of them.
Yeah.
And then Mossart will turn to you. If you are called upon to give a speech, then yes, you may give it in our honor.
Excellent.
Is there anything else? Or are you... Have you grown out of hanging around with your own kind now?
I was actually here to let you all know that whatever the clan possesses, the clan possesses. As far as I am concerned, the clan may feed within our domain below the street level.
Really?
Certainly.
Okay. Maybe you're not the sellout we thought you were.
No, not at all. I play the game so that we can have something.
Okay.
I would like
Let
us
it
to
be
have
known.
more. Wouldn't you like to have more?
No.
No.
Look at Back here. This pathetic little weasel. He thought he wanted it more. Now he has more. How's that working out for you, Back? And he'll just like...
Why do we keep using this guy anyway?
Because we have to have a primogen. And if we have a figurehead, one that's a conniving, snivelly little former anarch that will do exactly what we want him to do, then we have this figurehead, and the clan as a whole gets to decide how we move forward. We're more of a
That makes sense.
community than a clan now.
Oh, fantastic. Do mind the tunnels that run under the haven directly. I wouldn't want anyone of the family to get lost.
Ah,
Definitely.
understood. Is that one of the slippery specials?
Yes, quite.
We understand you do sterling work.
I do very good work.
Everything I touch just turns to, well, shit or gold. Depends, but more gold than shit. But yes, you are all welcome to feed beneath the domain, within reason. If my personal supply of rodents runs dry, I may be forced to withdraw. But in an emergency, more than welcome.
They'll slip back into one of their stifled conversations, very hurried whispers. If you want slip, we may be able to deposit as well as withdraw.
Fantastic. I've no
Mossop
problems with
will
that at all.
reach into her pocket and bring out this rat with a heavy, thick gold chain. Is this one of yours?
It is! I was wondering where that got to. Those are collectibles, by the way.
Yes, well, there you go.
Thank you. There you are, trash.
Stuff him in a pocket for later.
Grubby little munchkin. Right.
Amazing.
Enjoy your evening, and do not forget, I am loyal to the clan first. Do not do not hesitate to call upon me should the clan need something.
Very well, custodian. Very well. What business had you with the Ventru Primogen?
Well, like I said, I play the game so I can have more. We're at a party in the coteries' honor in which I have been gifted domain, so I have got to go and suck toes. I got here by sucking toes. I'll get further by sucking toes, and I put toes in my mouth. You have to experience it to really understand it. But you know,
Amazing.
it's what I do. We all have a talent. We all have something we do.
Very well.
I mean, a Nosferatu with domain. Pretty good at what I do. Blah, 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 blah.
It's a shame about what happened to your sire.
That was something that had to happen, unfortunately. But, you know.
It is most unfortunate
Happens.
that the new Nosferatu Archon is not from our city.
Well, you know how Archons go. Sometimes they last a long time. Sometimes they go missing in Europe.
Sometimes they go to that farm up north that's too far away for us to visit.
Tragic.
Very well then, Slip. Thank you for your generosity.
Of course.
Too many of
Back to
our
toes,
kind
then.
are easily swayed by the glitz and glamour of the above ground. Glad to see that you still keep a foot in the sewer.
I still shelter beneath the surface like everybody else. Like all of us. I put on a good show, which is why I get my good boys and, you know, shiny things. Little domain here. Who knows what else in the future, but yes, the clan, typically the only people who treat the clan well.
There are fewer and fewer kindred that can appreciate our skills in these modern nights.
Yeah,
But you, Slip, you're keeping us still in people's minds.
It's because every lick with a tablet thinks they can do something with it. And then they get caught, and the Inquisition comes around, and they forget. Just pay your dues. Clan of the Hidden are always here to assist, and frankly,
They should start leaving these things in our care.
Indeed. I'm glad we are able to see eye to eye on some things still. Don't forget where you came from.
No, don't forget. I never left. I just have nice clothes now.
You're
Enjoy your
certainly
evening.
dripping. Perhaps we should change your
Yes.
name to Drip.
I will take it under advisory. That rise up, and then mosey on off towards the dance floor, earpiece back in to, give a clap to the center of attention.
Listen, I think that like as soon as the dance is over and I see Slip, Acheron goes over and goes, "How is your conversation?" Chastity would like to bat Slip in the back of the head. But Acheron is not me, so I will say, "How was your conversations?"
Swell, thank you.
Anything interesting that we can use?
Yes, the Nosferatu might call upon me in the future to deliver a speech, perhaps. That would be nice, right?
Oh, you in the spotlight.
Good job.
Just well done.
Thank you, Barry. So supportive.
Anything else of import?
No, just schmoozing, kissing ass, sucking toes. That's how he got here. So I have what I have. I'd like to keep that trend, as it were.
The desire is not to choke Slip out. I instead will say, right, well, shall we go see?
I think we had best.
All right, then, let's go. We'll go over to Pandora, still wanting to wring his skinny little neck.
So
This is a really
Slip,
good idea. Sorry, Barry.
I guess your strategy is what, like, stay low at the bottom and take the low road to the top?
Yeah, slow burn. We've got forever. No need for me to throw my unlife away that I just got
Yeah.
back. But I would like to go somewhere. I mean, a Nosferatu domain, that's pretty big. The clans being honored first time in a long time, that's pretty big.
Oh, no, I don't mean that. Like, those are some pretty amazing achievements. But you're attributing them all to sucking toes.
That is exactly where this all came from, Barry. I mean, not just, but we do good work. Don't get me wrong. The coterie does
Yeah.
fantastic fucking work. But if I didn't have a mouthful of toenail every single night, we wouldn't have domain still.
I see. So just like crawling our way to the top.
Yes,
Well-
on my belly. On my
Well,
belly
Slip-
through broken glass. Yep.
I'm
Slip
glad
is
you're
the
doing
one.
that for us.
Right, Slip's the one who's going through the trenches for us.
But
No,
we're all
but
going through
truly.
different trenches, but
Yes, no, but
my
you-
clan has to
Mhm.
do more than most to get anything.
I
Unfortunately.
do wonder, was it like that when Mithras was ruling? Or did
I
the
never-
Nosferatu have a more honoured place?
It wasn't so much clans or sects or cults then. It was individuals. It was personal merit. It was less the Nosferatu being viewed as X, Y, or Z and the individual. If you were loyal and you proved yourself as being useful, you were elevated. It was sort of like a social merit, like kind of anarch in that regard of the more you do, the more you get. The less you do, the less people count on you. So it was sort of like the higher you rose, the more benefits, but the more you had to do. More
Right.
responsibility.
Naturally.
Yes, but Mithras, for being Ventrue, I feel I never got to experience it personally. I've only ever been in independent or Camarilla territory. But as far as I have heard,
it is more of a tit for tat, like a king. He was a king.
So, like, Acheron knows all this. Like, he truly knows all this information about Mithras, but at this point is trying to suss out really, like, what was doing talking to the Venture Primogen, because out of the toes that Slip has sucked, the Venture Primogen was not one of them. So Acheron's like, I don't believe you. I don't believe you at all. You're a liar. But just okay. Right, well, to Pandora then.
Yes.
We'll march on up to her little spot.
Hang on, I'm making sure Eris is going to be okay and giving her words of reassurance because she's not great, but...
Oh, we send love. Love from Table of Horrors. Feel better, Dar.
You head on over to... I was going to call her Eris then, but it's Pandora. You head over to Pandora's booth.
Right.
She's
Pandora.
sat down, and as you approach, she stands, a smile on her face. Welcome. Would you like another drink from my special reserve?
We've got to work tonight, unfortunately.
Yes, incredibly tempting. You do look lovely tonight.
I know.
So, as we are going to get work done, what we talked to you earlier about, is there anything else that you might need from us?
What do you intend to do with him when you have him?
Make sure he cannot escape, and then bring him straight here.
Don't bring him to Elysium.
No, where would you like us to bring him? Our place?
Keep him at your place for a night, maybe two. With the ball offering, if you so wish. We don't need him to be whole, just unalive enough to scream and still feel something.
Sure. We'll present him at the ball then.
That could be quite a grand gesture.
Wasn't
I
it,
think
though?
so.
As long as you're alright with perhaps the wind being taken from your sails. The ball is to honor you and your clan.
Well, what better way to show that we are worthy of being honored and that you have chosen wisely than to bring Brink, share the wind. It'll all come back around.
And perhaps then Acheron may return in just enough time. Like that.
Perhaps.
I am so sorry. The internet tried to kick me out.
You've got that stormy weather going on, so yeah.
Yeah, but we're here. We're back.
Yeah.
But yes, I do not mind sharing the wind, making it, at that moment, very clear that we are worthy of being honored.
Perhaps with the presence of your scapegoat, I may be able to convince the prince to make an appearance.
That would be fantastic.
Perhaps. She does so like dispensing her own punishment. Did I ever tell you about the time one of my older coteries had an encounter with her?
No, please do.
A member of the Hecata. An interesting fellow. Far, far too old to have been embraced by the Camarilla. Did not know when to stop speaking back to the prince and nearly had his entire arm removed. No, wait. He had his entire arm removed. It was nearly his unlife that was removed. What was the fellow's name? Barry, you're part of the Hecata. Older fellow. Did a lot of research.
Barry. Barry.
Feelings.
Yes.
My boy's feeling himself. Hold on.
You got a
Baby
back scratcher. He
is-
doesn't care. Oh, yeah.
Drunk off the dancing, Barry. We're talking to Pandora. Pandora's trying to remember a person of your clan, the Carter clan. Old man. Nearly got
Used
his
to be a
arm thrown
member
off.
of one of my old coteries. Spoke back to the prince and had his entire arm removed in exchange for his unlife.
I don't.
Was quite
I
obsessed
don't
with
know.
necromancy. Isaac. That was his name.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess Isaac did lose. So Isaac and what's his name, Elias, both lost a hand.
Jesus Christ. I'm noticing a theme.
So did Pandora.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not too familiar with my clan as a whole. I mean, there's a bunch of us, like all the different families kind of stick to their own. I'm sure he's an extended relative of some sort, probably part of a different family group.
Perhaps. I don't know the inner workings of your family. I'm not sure I really want to.
Were you asking for my hand or arm?
No.
Oh, okay.
Are you sure you
Uh,
don't want something from my special reserves?
I'm sorely tempted, but
It is
no,
tempting.
we must focus. Important work does need to be done, and I would like to be sober once I have him in my clutches.
How dull.
Well,
Dull but efficient.
Akron's like, you wouldn't say that if you watched, but does not offer. And will and we'll say, right, well, we will bring him and keep him until the ball.
Very well.
And then
I
we
wish you
will-
luck in your endeavors for the night. Perhaps by the time you are there, during your interception, Ardala may catch up with you. Who knows who may catch up with you?
I do
Making
hope
quite
so.
the name for yourselves. Have you progress on the plague?
In a sort, I have recently acquired new and improved medical equipment for the lab. We have been able to determine that a mortal recently in our care was capable of not treating the plague, but producing narcotics that affected kindred. I'm bringing on a new doctor soon. A servant.
Hold it
blood-bonded.
Tell me about these narcotics that affect kindred.
I thought you might find this interesting. Turns out I don't have the plague. I was misdiagnosed in the very early days by the tower out in Asia, and then simply led to believe that I was still plagued by the individuals that were treating me. And instead, I've just been high as balls this whole time. The withdrawal's really starting to set in. Not ecstatic about that, but we have access to the formulae to produce these drugs.
Be very
Essentially.
interested in your research.
course.
Essentially, it mimics plague. Would weaken the kindred who took it.
They do
And the
not
withdrawals
continue
are a
to take-
kick. Right, the withdrawals are a kick in the ass.
Oh, it sounds most dull. How
Yeah, it's
disappointing.
the kind of thing you. It's the kind of thing you push in Anarch territory, not to our own.
Right, exactly. We were thinking of that earlier. Mayhaps a weapon that can be working to our favor.
Popular theory amongst many of us is that the Anarchs are responsible for the plague. I'm not a subscriber to that theory. That would mean the Anarchs are somewhat capable.
They are capable of wilting at the moment anyone stands up to them at this point. Little more, little else. But the formula, more than happy to get you a copy of it if you'd like for your own collection.
Perhaps.
I wouldn't recommend sampling it, though.
No. Maybe some enemies. Or some friends would, though.
Maybe. Well,
Interesting.
we have got to get going, and on the way out, I'm going to swing by a couple of high-quality toes. You know, my floor and ceiling have moved up recently, and I'm trying to make friends with new feet.
She will
As
grab
that
you
said-
by your very fancy collar, pulling you in by the tie. She'll just look at you, eye to eye, practically nose to nose. Don't forget who you belong to.
No, you're obviously the highest quality of tones, but I am not always able to reach you. And frankly, I should just be rubbing elbows with the right people anyway at this point, right?
Don't forget you're mine.
Mm-hmm.
Good boy.
I am literally incapable.
Good boy.
Pandora, one final thing. Actually, do I want to say this? Ooh, no, I think I'm actually going to keep this to myself. Never mind.
Now we all want to know what it was.
You'll have to wait. You'll have to wait. Pandora, enjoy your evening.
And you. Happy hunting.
And I'm just side-eyeing Slip with disgust.
On the way out, no need to roleplay any of it out necessarily, but he does stop by like the Seneschal and several other important figures and just, it's a party in our honor. He just introduces himself if he has not met them yet. If he has met them, like with the Seneschal, he thanks him again for his help in acquiring the domain, kisses every ass on the way out he can, and we leave.
Akron under their breath being like a slut, just well, look at that whore,
Yep.
Mm.
Anytime he's talking to anyone,
slut shaming.
anytime he's talking to anyone even minorly influential, the earpiece comes out as well.
just disgusting. Just
Yep.
What does this man know of loyalty? You know what I mean? Like fucking Pandora's out here talk about mine, bitch. Yours and everybody else's. Like, fuck out of here.
Engaged.
Akron's salty. Yeah. So, listen, Akron's salty. Akron's like, this little shit.
You head out onto the streets and start making your way back to your car that you parked in one of the underground car parks nearby. Leant against your car, smoking a cigarette. Completely unknown fellow, dressed almost entirely in denim. It's as if he stepped out of the 80s, had just seen a book about what the stereotypical punk looked like, and is just sat there, one foot against the car's hood, the other leant against the other on the floor.
They are leaning on Acheron's car, so
Yes,
Slip
they
is
are.
not going to try to. Nope, we're going to let Acheron handle this man.
Acheron, my patience is already low. Okay, so Acheron will walk up and say, "Do you need a ride somewhere?"
Your car?
Mine.
He'll flick this cigarette away, stand up, and that's when you'll notice the Dr. Martin footprint on the side of the car.
Oh God, the sound you guys are familiar with that metallic growl that exists inside of Acheron's chest. Just a slow hum of it beginning. And honestly, you would see Persephone clock it and immediately be like, "Oh shit!" and like go up and start to clean it off. I look at the guy, look at his shoes, then back up at his face. How may I help you?
You have been summoned. The Baron wishes to speak with you. Sit down.
Should have sent someone far more polite.
Well, the Baron can kiss every inch of my bony ass.
Very quickly, ST, because I know the Baron is Samiti, do I know if he's like, if this is him being like, I need to see you, other Samiti, or you as a group?
It would be an invitation to you, but it would be open to the rest of the coterie, if that makes sense, you know?
Yeah.
He doesn't think you're stupid enough to go on your own, and you would know he's not
Right.
stupid enough to be there on his own, or their own,
Right.
or her own, or whatever it is
Yeah.
that the Baron has decided.
Whatever the
tonight.
flavor is. Yeah, whatever it is they've decided to be that night. Right. So, you've been summoned.
Tomorrow night. Oh, you get some official invitation or something like that, with the details, yada yada yada. I don't know. I just do what I'm told. It's all weird to me.
I also don't like that because I'm like this motherfucker and his lack of manners. And I say, right, well, that makes sense. You wouldn't. Well, then I will wait for my official invitation then. I'm sure the Baron understands.
I was just told to go and let you know you're going to get it. Like, you get an invitation for the invitation. I don't... How you lot operate, I don't know.
Manners. Manners maketh man.
Yeah, if you're from the medieval ages, I guess.
You know, I think I will have a conversation with the Baron. Some
I'll let him
lessons
know.
apparently need to be taught. Good evening.
Yep.
Amazing. So the middle finger happens, right? And do I cut it off? Because this is an Anarch totally in not Anarch territory.
And that has been sent on another Zamiti's behalf as well.
Yes, which is like, it is like every ounce of me, you know, is like, do I keep up appearances? Do I act like a Samiti right now? Or do I go full Bahari and fucking make this man eat his own fingers? We're going through it. I think I have to do something to keep up appearances here. Okay, I'm going to... Oh my god. You've presented me a conundrum here, Shiv. You've presented me a problem. When I look at him, though, am I getting, like, this is a kindred vibes, or,
Oh, yeah.
or ghoul?
Oh yeah, I mean,
Kindred, okay.
this guy has literally stepped out of the
Yeah.
1980s and thinks that this is suitable fashion in 2023.
Right, but there are some humans that also feel that way, so... Like,
Fair.
That's fine.
You know, what a
That's fine.
sleeveless denim jacket that says Hawkwind on the back.
Yike. Rough, brother, rough. For now, because it's a neat...
On the front it says very metal.
Yeah, it's like, it's not, honestly, it's not, because if it was a summons by just some Anarch, right? By some other Anarch Baron, like, this person would be eating their fingers, right? But because this is a Samitsi, there is, like, very much, like, gotta respect the clan shit. So, I simply let him walk away. I open the door and just with that growl in Acheron's voice, just get in.
And he would have been like that to each one of you, and you'll watch him stand at the top of the exit ramp, adjust his jacket, and turn to dust that carries off into the night.
Did his jacket say Vladdy Daddy?
Well,
Can't
it's
beat
got
that.
to now. It's got to now. It's got to say that now. Yeah, just fucking get in the fucking car to the other two. You know, like a mom who's brought her children to the store.
Slip will slide into the car.
Yeah. We're driving. So, summoned by the Baron. We will get our official invitation in the mail.
I won't ask you not to go because, Tzimitzi clan shit, I assume. But I definitely do not intend to go myself.
I understand.
If you need a friend, I can go.
I would appreciate that deeply.
I literally blew this man's house up. I do not think I should go.
Well, there are other ways for you to move about, Slip, that could be useful and still have you present.
I could send a bee as a representative.
My only cause for accepting such a invitation actually has less to do with Tzimitzi clan business and more to do with information that could be gained.
Do you think the Anarchs are going to be forthright with us?
No, but the Baron. Before I say this, because I want to make sure that I'm saying the right thing, this is the Tzimitzi Baron that was around when Mithras was around, yeah? Same guy?
Yes and no.
Okay. Okay.
I don't think Acheron would necessarily know the backstory of the Baron, but they, due to various things, they literally stepped out from the Victorian age into the modern Knights.
Yes. So the only reason why I would think that Acheron would have any kind of clue of who this is because of like Tzimitzi keeping track of other Tzimitzi in the city. You know what I mean? So maybe I don't know too deep of information about this guy, but maybe like my sire would be like, one of the other of our kind exists and has existed in the city for X amount of years, to which I could do simple math of like, that's around Mithras era. Is that something?
The guy would have just literally stepped out of apparently nowhere, no known backstory, and then suddenly took over the Anarchs. And, there would have been rumors that he speaks in very strange, archaic way.
Right.
What's the Baron's name?
Aldrich.
Ah. Okay.
In a past life, I might have been a part of the betrayal, but you'll have to go on YouTube and see that. Anyway, so Acheron will say, so this particular man, he didn't exist and then suddenly existed and had enough power to take over the entirety of the Anarchs. There's a way, rumored in how he speaks, that is reminiscent of the era in which Mithras was ruling. There may be information to be gained, important to things that need to be handled in the near future.
I mean, he's not going to hype up Mithras as a rival in taking.
Oh, I don't know, probably not, but I imagine he will give us 101 reasons why Mithras shouldn't be risen, and it is in the in-between of that language that we could find was useful to us. Understand?
No. I mean, if you want to go do some meatsy shit, go do some meatsy shit, but, I mean, you shouldn't listen to anything this guy fucking says. That's just you grasping. But yeah, you're free to grasp, you know, I support it.
He's also been around long enough to have witnessed the plague. And there are rumors that the Anarchs...
The Black Plague?
No. This plague. He's been around long enough to...
I've been around fucking long enough to witness this plague.
Right, but you don't have rumors attached to you starting it. He does.
I mean, I'm sure they have rumors about Pandora starting it or the Prince, you know, I mean... there's a lot of shit talking between sects. I worry. I worry for your safety, chiefly. I don't think this guy is going to mean you any ill will, but I don't think he's going to mean you any goodwill either. Just be careful. That's all.
Resist the urge to be like, ooh, you like me, you care about me, but I don't do that. I don't do that.
The Anarchs, especially Izamitsi, no offense, but I think you'll agree with me when I say you're shifty, you're shysters.
Coming from the man who's got a mouthful of fucking toes, I think the fuck not.
Yes, of course, the Zamitsi. I mean, God, all the man's missing is a castle, then he can glare us from the distance for 1,000 years and feel good about himself, you know? Just be careful. This man is gonna blow smoke up your ass the entire time, especially if he thinks you're even looking for a sniff of what he's trying to sell.
Okay.
Especially an older kindred, especially an older dragon.
Oh, right.
He's going to read you like a book and sell you the sequel. I'm telling you.
Wow, it's the lack of faith for me.
Yes.
Okay.
Kind of. Wow. A little bit.
Wow. Slave, I thought we were closer than that, but I guess not.
You are not loyal to the tower, going into Anarch territory to speak to one of your own clan about anything that will give you the slightest bit of like, the tower, eh? Or, you know, just saying, you might be a little eager to hear what he has to say. Wrong? Am I wrong?
I am loyal to this coterie. That should be enough.
The bulk of the coterie are not tower loyalists, is also where I'm coming from. There's like 3 to 4 at this point, right? It's not great. It was 2 to 6. Like, it hasn't been great, so that doesn't make me feel better. Okay?
All right. Look, I get it. Okay, and I take your concern under consideration.
Thank you.
I just think that it wouldn't do harm to listen, because sometimes it's in the absence of what someone says that they can say a lot. So, I will be careful.
Thank you.
I will not succumb to any temptations, all right? But I am curious.
I have seen you try to rob several domains because you succumbed to temptation.
But that's different. That is a different thing entirely. Okay?
I understand. What I'm saying is detrimental to your argument. I know, but...
Okay, God.
I can help keep Akron focused.
Okay. All right. You have to worry about me, Dad. I'll be fine.
What's the mission again?
I knew it.
Acheron is just like gonna raise a brow at Barry and then look at Slip and like, yeah? That's gonna keep me on task.
Barry's just gonna laugh.
Oh my God. And so then Acheron will say, he will not be the first Zemitzi I've dealt with. And you're right, he won't try to kill me. At least not flat out. He's probably searching for something as well. I mean, think about how long we've existed in the city, and then as a coterie, and this is when he reaches out. Yeah, you blew up his place, but he could have come in the day. He could have sent people to kill us during the day, and he didn't. So
I mean, he would have had an entire paramilitary security force to deal with, so wouldn't recommend it also otherwise.
I don't disagree.
While you're in there,
Mm-hmm.
get information, give him as little as possible. Don't tell him shit about us, don't tell him shit about the tower. Fuck this guy.
In fact, what I will do is I will give him a gift. Because that is a way to get into good graces with Zemitzi.
All right. Okay.
A gift I think you can help me with.
Yeah.
You are good at crafting things, yes?
I dabble in arts and crafts. Yes, of course.
Okay, wonderful.
Great work.
So
Fantastic.
maybe a little gift similar to the one that you gave me when we first met.
Just a statuette. You want to go on Etsy?
Was it just a statuette? Slip?
Yes.
Slip!
No, it wasn't, you piece of shit!
Slip, manipulation, and subterfuge. Acheron.
You're a fucking
Wits and
liar!
insight.
Yeah, alright.
Slip, if you have the speciality impeccable lies or anything similar, you may add your speciality.
Lying straight to my face like a cunt. It's just lies.
It is just a statue. What are you talking about? It is just a statue.
It is not.
What the fuck? What the fucking fuck?
You're lying.
It's just a statue.
I'm willpowering. You're a liar.
It's just a statue.
In fact, I'm fucking insulted that you would imply otherwise. How dare you?
Nosferatu? Yeah?
I gave it to everybody, all right?
Yeah, you
crazy.
did.
You're crazy.
Uh-huh. You're actually trying to gaslight me. Me, of all people.
I'm telling you. I gave them to my last coterie. I gave them to this coterie. I haven't given gifts to Ardala or Roland yet, but I made a gift for Ardala. I'm gonna make one for Roland if he lives long enough. I don't fucking know. He's waiting for the mask to come off every night now. But that guy, we'll see. Yeah, what the fuck?
I think the lady doth protest too much.
You're coming at me. What do you expect?
Akron fully doesn't believe this man who makes deals in the fucking bushes. She's absolutely fucking not.
You're absolutely welcome to have doubts, but it's a statue. You're pretty convinced it's a statue, but I don't know, man.
I'm talking to a Nosferatu.
Barry.
Right now. There's no way.
Barry, get in there, Barry. Get in there, Barry.
The cute little piggy Slip gave me. I have that right by my butcher's table where I do all my cutting and trimming and skinning.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you, Barry.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Slip the whole time. Like, I know you overhear everything, you piece of shit.
Super convincing smile of like, I don't know what you're talking about. I would never. I don't have.
Are we on our way back to the Haven?
Oh, no. We're going to go get Brink.
Okay.
Besides, if I wanted to spy on you, I would send beetles or bugs or things like that.
Yes, to my garden. Do you think that I'm not convinced that every single insect that parades around is not from you?
You know, you should be paranoid about that. You really should.
Right. So it's not too far-fetched that maybe your gift that you gave me wasn't exactly a gift.
Well, don't desanctify gift-giving, Zemitzi, okay? But also, if you would like me to make a gift for him, that's fine.
Yes, make him a gift.
Just the biggest, like, fluttering eyelashes. Like, they're very long for some reason in this moment. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't think I've ever desired to rearrange Slip's face more than in this moment.
Yes.
Fingers
Tell
twitching.
me-
I'm like,
Yes. Get me a color, a material, and, like, what you would like the statuette to be, and I can provide this.
yeah, right. Let you know. You're a liar,
Slowly
and I
sink
know
into
you
the
are.
back seat and wiggle my fingers at him. Just.
Maybe if it's getting late, maybe we could just swing by the Haven. I'm expecting a pack.
Oh well, I mean,
it's on the way.
We can make a quick.
Yeah.
We can make a quick stop. All right.
You can stop
Yeah.
my boy
And,
Barry.
Yeah, I let Persephone know to do a quick stop at the Haven.
You'll be able to go straight back to the Haven, parking up on the courtyard, where there is a van. It is a rental van, and inside of it is a suspicious man. Barry jumps out of the car and runs over to the door. You the guy?
Yeah, that's me.
In the back. Help yourself. Be careful with it.
Barry reaches out into the back and grabs the large box and starts taking it into the Haven. Slip, I got something for you.
Yeah, I'm on my way.
Barry.
What you got? Oh my god.
Barry puts it down on the coffee table. And Barry was like, Slip, you did such an amazing job with the band. I decided to buy you a crate of explosive.
Barry, no! Barry, why? I'll sink to my knees and scream to the sky. Why?
All it cost me was some lab equipment.
Holy shit!
Why
Holy shit!
would you give away lab equipment in the first place, Barry? Let's talk about that. Why would
I don't
you
know.
give
That
away
was the
lab equipment?
price. They
Why?
told me that was the price.
Great, fantastic. So here's what you did, Barry. I traded the same box for lab equipment, and you did backsies. You did backsies, Barry. You never do backsies. I gotta call my guy again. Oh,
Shit!
just
How was I
hands and
supposed to know
knees,
this was your box of explosive?
hands and knees in a nice suit, head hanging, just weeping, dry tears. Barry, Barry, you were the guy, Barry.
The way Akron
You were supposed to be the
is
chosen one,
cackling.
Barry!
I mean, you try to do something nice for your friends.
Barry,
I didn't know
Barry.
you were trying to sell them. I thought you wanted
You-
more explosive.
You fenced my lab equipment to get me a gift. Barry, you used my things to get me things, and you did me a favor, Barry?
It's the irony. It's the irony of the gift giving that Akron is just giggling in the corner of the room because,
no.
like, it's
Actually,
what you get.
Barry, I know exactly what I'm going to do with this. I think I know a guy that I can trade this to for some fucking lab equipment.
Alright.
Oh,
I mean, we still have the lab equipment.
you didn't know, Barry. You didn't know. How do we still have it? Wait, how do we still have it?
Right.
Did he never show up?
You didn't trade it. You never traded it yet. I was supposed to be the payment.
Oh, is it?
You didn't pay it yet, Slip.
Oh my
The
fucking
lab
god.
is still there. It's still there.
Barry, will you help me carry this out to his car so I can tell him that I know for a fact he knows where this shit came from?
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Barry. Thank you for.
Okay, I'll help.
Thank you. Oh my god, I'm weak. I can't.
I just watched. Watch the kindred have a heart attack. Just
I'll go up to the van and be like, I'm sorry. I need to return the package. Apparently, we were selling the package, and we weren't supposed to buy it from ourselves.
There's no refunds. Only an idiot would do backsies.
Yeah, that's me.
Well, that sounds like a you problem.
No, Barry is a very nice friend. Barry's a good friend. He wanted to do something nice, but there were some wires got crossed. Wires got crossed. We're gonna uncross them.
Don't cross the wires. That sets them off. That arms them.
Right. I'll open the door for Barry to put the box back in.
Hey! I said no refunds.
Okay, well,
You got a problem? You go back to your guy. I'm not your guy.
I guess I will have to do that. I'll take the box inside, Barry.
All right, I'll put it back on the golf table.
All right, see you tomorrow night, fucker.
the demonic cackling that is coming from this haven right now, from Acheron, like a mortal passing by would be like, that is a haunted house, because it is just monstrous cackling.
Barry, I'm impressed, actually. How did you know where to buy explosives from? The Bean family secret?
You know, there is multiple ways to go fishing, and some is more effective than others.
Fishing for fish or fishing for meat?
For bombs, Slip. For
Both.
bombs.
This applies to both.
I'll take the explosives graciously, as graciously as I can. Bow to Barry and
Slip
turn
your
and
phone.
waddle off.
Will vibrate with a message.
Just shut my eyes. I just shut my eyes. Put the box down gently and check my phone.
And it just starts off as, "You're a fucking idiot."
From who?
From your guy.
Mirabelle?
Imagine
What did
it
I
is
do?
Mirabelle. Just being
I'll-
like, you're
I'll
And
fucking
it
ring
carries
this guy
on
the
and
phone.
it just says,
Oh.
we'll rearrange pickup.
TY.
You're a fucking idiot.
Oh,
God damn it. Just waddle off down the...
You know what? At least we learned a valuable lesson.
I
Communication is important.
Kane is a
learned
wonderful teacher.
that apparently I'm an idiot, even though this guy should have known not to do this trade. I don't, but I'll take this L because I'm up good right now. I'm not down. I'm up. I'm up. Do you hear me? I'll just he's just screaming to the sky as he waddles down into his fucking tunnels. You can't take this from me.
Oh man,
And on that note,
Akron is taking that W. No, Akron is taking that W.
we shall call an end to this week's Oxford's Ashes. A bit earlier than usual, but we've got less than half the amount of people than usual. So that's what's going to happen. We'll be back next week, but first of all, thank you for coming and watching. You are greatly appreciated. Thank you for coming and playing. You are also greatly appreciated. This week, we will go in order of most talented at teaching you how to hug another man, starting with Slip. Who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
Hello, my name is Slip. I have my own channel where I stream in the middle of the week. The game really depends on how I'm feeling right now. You see me here Friday nights, where I am not betraying everybody equally, constantly. And I don't know what you're talking about. How dare you come at me like that?
Right.
And then on Monday night, typically, I'm T103, where I'm differently emotionally abusing Rissa.
Right.
Differently.
Because he's my friend and he loves me.
That's right. I only do this in TTRPGs. In all other ways, I am a cuddly bee. But when it comes to this, I'm here to buy my own explosives, apparently.
Barry messaged me that last week, almost immediately
Damn.
after it all went down, and I'm like, I'm here for this. I love this. Let's
I'm
make
not
this happen.
bro. I'm not even. That's fucking hilarious, Nuskavian. You wonderful piece of shit. That's great. I love that.
I figured that shit out with the quickness. I said, "Oh, that's what we're doing." Yes.
And if you want to know why things are never as clear as they should be, it's because of Acheron, who just sits there and is like, "Oh, I figured that out," and I'm like, "Oh, I need to up my game." So that's why. Acheron, who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
Yeah, I just receive emotional damage whenever I play with Slip. Hi everyone. I I am here on Table of Horrors doing this TTRPG thing. On Mondays I play a Morning Star in our Shadowrun game. On Thursday, every other Thursday on Blood Price, I play Nexus, the Sabat Ventrue anti-tribute. And then obviously here on Fridays I play Acheron Smeetsy. But I'm also a part of Lanyap Gaming, and we do all kinds of games. So if you would like to go over to our YouTube channel and check out our past VODs of games that we've done, do that. We will be coming out with new content around December, January time. And I think that's it. Oh, I have spicy content if you're into that sort of thing. Check the links for it. You can find me all over the internet as the Race Wave. And that's really it. End of my spiel.
Barry, who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
I am Masquerade. Every Monday on Table of Horrors, I play Jason with our Shadowrun game, run by Softy. Every Friday on Table of Horrors, I play Barry. I have friends who write books. Our very own Daybreakathon has written Windswept and Woodbreaker and Windswept. This is the first one. This is the second one.
Yeah.
And I have another friend who's written a book. He goes by Solus, and the book is Obelisk: The Long Dream.
Very nice.
Check them out.
And, while I actually remember as well, the links in the chat. Check out the links down below for links to YouTube, audio-only versions, our Discord, Twitter. I haven't put the TikTok on there, but I really need to because Softy's been throwing content out on the TikTok, which is hilarious and good.
Fabulous.
That man is working really hard. We will go a raiding on the Onyx Path, who are playing Scion. Okay. But of course, legally, morally, objectively, we can't go until Barry says the line.
Stay a while and listen.
Beautiful.